Hi, welcome back to my channel, and this is a sound off on Growing Up Hip Hop. Okay, so the episode opens up with JoJo in a business meeting, and I don't remember if this was an advisor or partner, who this man was, but it was a white man, letting him know, like, look, business is booming. You need to be thinking about making this move to the West Coast. JoJo ain't ready to do that just yet. You know, his mom is in New York. The rest of the family's in New York. He ain't trying to leave his mama. And he ain't trying to just uproot his family prematurely either. But it's looking like, JoJo, you gotta make this move. Next, we get Sam in the studio working on some tracks. And I have to give it to Sam. Sam actually does have some talent. The problem is the man lives in La La Land. Okay, he's not all the way correct up here. And that is what's really holding him back. He's saying that he's realizing that people don't like him enough for him to maybe be the artist. But as a writer and a producer, people can still like his songs and he can still be successful. Now, this is probably the very first time that I have to say I see something. Okay, I see something in Sam because he's absolutely right. You know, in order to sell records, the people have to like you. If your platform, the people that's on the show with you don't even want to be around you to film, you in trouble. So I'm so glad that he's coming to the realization that maybe he will be better suited behind the scenes and not the person on stage, because he does have some talent. And he played a song that he wrote for Egypt, and the song, I kind of liked it. He played that song for Lazy and Eric. They stopped by the studio and they chopping it up. And it's like, this man really, if he stopped being an asshole, he really could make some stuff shake. Cause he do got, the talent is there. There is some talent there. Like, I see it. But then he had to mess it up by talking about some nonsense. So Lil E and Lazy, they're like, oh yeah, you know, this is really great. We're seeing the potential. You know, you a Quincy Jones. Now, you can't give these type of compliments to somebody like Sam. Okay, you can't do that. Like, Lazy, I love that you're trying to be his mentor, because he definitely needs someone like you. But you can't be telling him he quit. You can't do that, sir. You can't do that. You can't do that, bro. So JoJo and Lil E go looking at a house. The house is really nice. It's beautiful. It will fit a small family of 4. I thought it was great. JoJo liked it, but he's like, he's not so sure. You got to see what Denise is thinking, you know, all this other stuff. Now, previously in the other scene, he was saying how they had put an offer on a place, multiple places, I think in New York, and nothing was working out for them. So I guess that was a sign that, you know, let's try, let's see what's going on over here. Who knows? I don't know if the realtor lady was playing a little trick on JoJo, but she was like, oh, you know, I'm gonna let you look, but I've got other people who are waiting to come see this house. Eric was like, JoJo, man, I'm telling you, this is the house. Put the offer down, put the offer down. Don't let somebody else come get this house from up under you. And I was kind of in agreement. But see, here's the problem, right? JoJo, you took the wrong person with you to go house hunting. You did. Vanessa and Cree link up for lunch, and this is my thing with Cree. Whenever Cree is around the other people in the group, she's with the shits, okay? She acts as though she's with the shits. She's ready to do whatever. She's here for all the mess and the drama. But whenever she's around Vanessa or Angela, she acts as if she's above it. And she's just not that type of girl. And she doesn't do mess, and she doesn't do drama. And she doesn't know why everybody has an issue with her. She's not that type of girl. And I don't like that. I don't like that. You be doing some things, but then when you get around the Simmons, your posture is improved, you're poised, you say the right things, you speak a different way. I don't like that. Which one is it, Cree? Anyways, Cree is telling Vanessa how she's just going through a lot. This happened, that happened, and it seems like she's gone through a lot of loss in a short amount of time. I know something about that. So, you know, good vibes to you, Cree. Cree starts to break down and cry, and You know, I feel bad for her because I've definitely been there, but it just felt so out of place. It just felt like that wasn't the type of conversation y'all was really having. It didn't seem like that was the type of conversation Vanessa was trying to have with you. It just didn't seem like it. I feel like she always be trying to go deep with Vanessa and Angela, and girl, they don't see it for you on that level. Now, the girls that be really trying to be real and, you know, they be trying to produce good scenes, you don't be want to go there with them. Well, you be want to go there with them about their business, but you don't never want to share your business. I guess, child, that's just what it is. It is what it is. In spite of everything that Cree just explained to Vanessa, she says, oh, girl, you should come with me to Brianna's event. See, this is how you should know she don't really see it for you like that. So Tanise and Aaliyah go shoe shopping and they get to talking, and Aaliyah is saying how, you know, Eric ain't acting right. He talking to her crazy. This gambling thing, she's not here for it. She don't like where this is going. And so Tanise is like, girl, well, just tell him. And Aaliyah's like, yeah, but it's his money. He's going to let me know that it's his money. And I didn't really like that. I felt a little bad for Aaliyah because the last time when they had that scene, I didn't really like how he was talking to her in that scene either. So when she said that, it made me feel away. I was like, girl, that made me feel bad for her. I didn't like that. But anyways, they get to talking some more, and Aaliyah lets it slip that JoJo put an offer down on a house out in LA. Tanise don't know what she talking about. She's like, what do you mean? And she was like, yeah, girl, that's what he did. And my thing was just kind of like, you know, I know people tell their partners their business. You know, like something happened, they be like, girl, da-da-da-da. Boy, let me tell you what happened. We know that that happens, but it's like, damn. Eric, you knew this was supposed to be somewhat of a surprise. Why would you go tell your wife? And if you were going to tell your wife, why didn't you let your wife know that it was a surprise and she should keep her mouth shut? I don't like people like that. I'm sorry. I do not like people like that. I hate when people be like, oh my God, anything you tell me, I have to be able to tell my man. I don't like y'all. Why y'all act like that? Because I know y'all be having secrets that y'all don't share with y'all spouses all the time. Y'all don't share everything with y'all spouse. Why you want to share my business? Anyways, the ladies show up to Brianna's event and she says this is her gauntlet. Brianna was like, she tired of these prissy ass girls. She gonna get them out of their element on today. And she has t-shirts for them. She wants them to be into groups, into teams. And she has a whole little layout set up for the girls. Now, Vanessa lets it be known from the jump, I'm not staying. My babysitter has COVID, so I gotta pick up my daughter. I don't really believe you, Vanessa, but okay, girl, we're gonna go along with it. So yeah, I'm really here for this bonding activity that Brianna was trying to put together. It was cute. I like the sentiment. Like, I like the idea. It didn't quite go how it was supposed to go, but I like the thought. So they start with the game of Never Have I Ever, and instead of liquor, they have these mystery shots. Now, they did take a shot, I think, before they started the game. And the first question was, never have I stuck my nose in people's family business. And Cree makes it a point to not take a shot. And it was just like, Cree, this question was made specifically for you, darling. What do you mean? And you already knew you was going to rub people wrong by acting like that. Here we go. So while this is happening, they show us a scene where Sam has his snow cone truck and he's serving the people. And I was like, okay, Sam, you know, you putting action behind your words. I'm with this. And then he gonna get into the confessionals and start grandstanding, talking about he wants to have a business to leave to each child, and this one is gonna be the business he leaves to his son. Sam, shut up. I definitely want you to be able to leave something for each of your kids, but sir, don't get into confessionals doing all of this. We know you don't got it like that. Stop. Over at JoJo and Tanise is steaming. She got steam coming out her ears. She's confronting JoJo about this house that he never told her nothing about. And JoJo's like, did Aaliyah tell you? That's not what you're supposed to say, JoJo. It don't matter who told her. You didn't tell her. That's the problem. Now, somebody like myself, I would be very annoyed with my man doing some shit like that. I wouldn't like that. However, I really don't believe that Tanise was that mad. Something inside of me just tells me she really wasn't that mad. I think she wanted a moment. Tanise be wanting moments for this show. She do. She be wanting these moments. And I think this was one of those situations. I really don't think she was all that upset with JoJo. I just don't believe she was. But they talk about it and she's letting him know, like, you know, you should have told me. And he's explaining to her, you know, it wasn't, I wanted to surprise you. I wanted to give you something grand. He said, I wanted to surprise you. And she understands it, but she's afraid and she's scared to move away from her family as well. And it's like, but you said you wanted to move to LA. Girl, I don't have time for these people. I really don't. I'm telling you, I feel like JoJo and Tanise have a really good marriage. Y'all should be enjoying the easy times instead of trying to make stuff difficult for yourselves. Because I really feel like y'all don't have problems like y'all be wanting people to think y'all do. But that's just me. That's just what I think. I don't know. I don't live with y'all. So back at the Gauntlet, the conversation shifts to Sequoia and her mom, their issues and them not getting along. And Cree perks up, okay? She was just sitting there, not wanting to answer the people's questions, not wanting to be a good sport and play along with the game, but she perks up at the mention of Sequoia and her mother. Sequoia's letting the ladies know that she's upset with her mom. She doesn't like the way she's going about it. She feels like there's a right way and a wrong way to navigate a new relationship and getting a separation and a divorce. And they're not divorced. They're not separated. They're not together, but they have not legally filed, and that's just not the right way to do things. And it's clear that, yes, Sequoia, she wrong for trying to hold her mom hostage in this marriage because her mom, she's wrong for this. Clearly she's wrong, but her feelings are her feelings. Her feelings are valid. And I'm pretty sure if you dug a little deeper, there's a good explanation as to why Sequoia is acting the way that she's acting. The real reason why she feels the way that she feels, okay? I don't think that it's Cree's place to jump in and give her 2 cents. It's just really not. You don't know this girl. You haven't tried to get to know this girl. You've never even heard her, like, it's not your place, Cree. But of course, Cree don't care nothing about that, okay? She jumps in and she says to her, well, you know, what did your mother feel about you having a child out of wedlock? Was that the right way to go about that? Sequoia was like, girl, I will knock this whole table over. Don't play with me. And honestly, I don't blame Sequoia, okay? Because Cree, this is your second time coming for this woman and her child. It's giving witch. It's very much giving witch. What is this obsession you have with this girl and her child? Something is wrong with you. Brianna steps in and she's like, girl, what is really the issue? Like, what is really the problem? You know, I understand coming into this group newly, I had similar situations where I would say the wrong thing and, you know, we just couldn't make stuff work. Let's get to the bottom of this. And Cree just isn't here from it. Now, mind you, Vanessa has already exited, okay? She left Cree a long time ago, high and dry. She didn't care nothing about that. She left. TT also would like to know, like, girl, why do you always have to say something out of pocket to somebody? Like, what is the issue? And then she was like, me and you already squashed our beef last year. Why are you chiming in? Why shouldn't she say what she feels? You're chiming into this girl's family business. Why can't TT say something about what you just did right in front of her? I don't know about Cree's antics. I don't know if it's because they didn't give her enough camera time last season. I don't really know what's good with her either. But they're literally trying to have a conversation with her to try to get to the bottom of, like, what is the issue? And she clearly doesn't want to have one. She just wants to perform. She comes for TT's leave out and, you know, TT is my favorite on the show. To be very honest, TT leaves the show, I probably won't watch the show anymore. Like, she's the only person's story that I'm really invested in like that. But she comes to my girls leave out. And like, I didn't really appreciate that because I didn't feel like there was anything wrong with TT's leave out. I feel like that was a rehearsed read. Cause you know, sometimes TT leave out don't be quite correct. Okay. Sometimes them wigs don't be doing what it's supposed to be doing. But she looked really cute in this scene. She had her little top knot, half up, down hairstyle. The edges were okay. There was nothing wrong with her leave out. So, I mean, it was a cute read, but it didn't apply because her leave out was fine. You just sound like a hater. You sound like you mad. What you mad about? Brianna is irritated. She's over it. She gets up and she's like, girl, what's good? Like, she's ready for whatever at this point. And Cree gets up. She starts twirling around like she's Kenya. And girl, you look crazy. You look cuckoo. Like, girl, I don't know. They look over at Aaliyah and Aaliyah's like, look, I'm not in it. I don't got beef with nobody. I just came here to get my check. She don't have no energy for none of y'all nonsense, okay? She ends up going to go check on Cree. Actually, she goes and takes Cree's brand new puppy because Cree walked on out of there and left her puppy. Like, girl, were you scared? What happened? Like, who leaves their puppy behind? Who does that? That's like forgetting your child. Like, you were walking away from a confrontation, but you left your child behind? Girl, you was scared. When Brianna got up, that must have did something to your spirit. You said, let me get the hell up out of here. Because who does that? You talking all this big tough talk, girl. Okay. Outside, Cree is still going on and on about these people family business. She's talking about Sequoia had a child out of wedlock. Like, she's still why are you so worked up about somebody else's family's situation? Why do you care? It's so funny how she loves to act like she's above them. She's better than them. She turns her nose up at them. But you're letting their personal issues bother you so badly that you're worked up and you're going on. And Aaliyah's just looking at her like, girl, here's your puppy because you forgot your puppy. Cree, you was scared. You knew you was about to get some action and you got afraid. And you was like, let me get up out of here before they pull my card. That's what it was. Because how the hell did you leave your puppy behind? Why did you bring the puppy? I just find it funny that Vanessa and Angela both have children out of wedlock. And I wonder what they think about Cree's comments. I feel like everybody on that show had kids out of wedlock. So did Brianna, so did TT, so did JoJo and Tanise. Aaliyah, I'm sure a couple of her kids were born out of wedlock as well. Like, she didn't think this through. Brianna comes outside and yet again she tries to reason with Cree and Cree is not having it. So Brianna's like, okay, you know what? I don't even understand why did you come? Why did you come? And she was like, well, Vanessa invited me. She said, oh, you're Vanessa's +1. Okay, got it. Brianna lets her know, you know, for future references, don't +1 your ass to no more of my events. Brianna, I like that. And you didn't even have to rehearse it. You see how that goes? Look, Cree, take notes. Anyways, that's pretty much all that happened. Cree, if Vanessa really liked you like that, she would have told you ahead of time that she wasn't going to be staying for the whole event instead of leaving your ass high and dry. But girl, you'll learn. You'll learn. But anyways, please like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.